Siem Reap, Cambodia, a place where ancient ruins meet vibrant local culture and every corner holds a piece of history waiting to be discovered. From towering temples to buzzing night markets, this city is full of surprises, and not all of them are as straightforward as they seem. Stick around to find out why I had to make a quick exit from a temple after a minor monk-related mishap. Hey, it's Alex, and today we're diving into Siem Reap, the gateway to the legendary Angkor Wat and home to some of the most awe-inspiring sights in Southeast Asia. We're talking temples, street food, and more than a few cultural curveballs that'll keep you on your toes. Let's kick things off at the granddaddy of them all, Angkor Wat. This sprawling temple complex is one of the largest religious monuments in the world. And as I wander through its intricate carvings and towering spires, I can't help but feel dwarfed by the sheer scale of it all. The early morning light casts a golden hue over the ancient stones, and it's easy to see why people call this place the heart of Cambodia. But as serene as it feels, the reality is that Angkor Wat can get crowded fast. Photographers, tourists, and wannabe influencers are all vying for that perfect shot. I find myself caught in the middle of a selfie stick battalion, dodging camera lenses like it's an obstacle course. My advice: get here early or be prepared to share the magic with a few hundred of your closest friends. Next up is Ta Prohm, the so-called Tomb Raider temple made famous by the movie. It's one of my favorites because nature has reclaimed it in the most dramatic way. Massive trees grow through the ruins, their roots gripping the ancient stones like something out of a fantasy novel. But as I snap away, I overhear a guide explaining something that grabs my attention, a little-known fact that makes this place even cooler. Some of these trees are over 500 years old, predating the fall of the temple itself. It's a humbling thought knowing these trees have seen empires rise and fall. Moving on, we hit the Bayon Temple in the ancient city of Angkor Thom, famous for its 216 giant stone faces staring down at you from every angle. As I weave through the maze-like corridors, it feels like I'm being watched by the past, literally. I try my best to capture the perfect shot, but every face seems to be smirking at my attempts. It's like they know something I don't. Spoiler alert, they probably do. By now, I'm starving, so I head to Pub Street, the bustling heart of Siem Reap's nightlife. Here, street food vendors line the roads, selling everything from sizzling skewers to fried bugs. I spot a stall with some grilled meat that looks too good to pass up, but just as I'm about to order, my guide leans in and warns me, stick to stalls with high turnover. Street food here is delicious, but can be risky if you're not careful. I opt for the stall with a long line of locals and hope for the best. The skewers are smoky, tender, and worth every bit of the gamble. But a nearby vendor offers fried tarantulas, and I decide to leave that thrill for another day. Energized by lunch, I make my way to the floating villages of Tonle Sap Lake. We board a boat and glide past houses on stilts, floating schools, and even a floating basketball court. It's a fascinating glimpse into a way of life that's completely adapted to the rhythm of the water. But as I watch the sunset over the lake, I can't help but think about the challenges these communities face, especially during the dry season when water levels drop and fish become scarce. It's a tough life, but the resilience of the people here is nothing short of inspiring. The next day, I head to a quieter spot, Beng Mealea, a temple that feels like a secret. It's overgrown, crumbling, and far less crowded than the main attractions. I squeeze through narrow passages, climb over fallen stones, and feel like a true explorer. But just when I'm feeling like Indiana Jones, I realize I've lost track of my guide. I'm alone, surrounded by ruins, and suddenly every rustle of the wind sounds a little too much like footsteps. Eventually I find my way back, but it's a thrilling reminder that these ancient structures are far from tame. After all the exploring, I'm eager to experience a traditional tea blessing at a local pagoda. I sit quietly, hands pressed together, when a friendly monk approaches to offer me a string bracelet for good luck. I reach out without thinking, accidentally touching his hand, something that's a big no-no, especially for women. The monk gives me a gentle smile, clearly used to clumsy tourists, but I feel my cheeks flush as I quickly correct my posture. I try to make light of it with a sheepish bow, but inside I'm cringing. It's a light-hearted lesson in cultural respect and a funny reminder to always keep your hands to yourself, especially around holy figures. As I wander back into town, I stumble upon the bustling Made in Cambodia Market, a vibrant mix of local crafts, art, and street performances. The market is a sensory overload in the best way possible. There's music, laughter, and the occasional enthusiastic vendor trying to reel you in with colorful scarves and hand-carved trinkets. I spot a beautiful hand-painted ceramic bowl that catches my eye, and after a little friendly haggling, I walk away with it wrapped carefully in my bag. It's not just a souvenir, it's a piece of Siem Reap's soul, something that tells a story beyond the typical mass-produced items you'd find in tourist shops. As I tuck it away, I can't help but feel a little victorious. I've managed to bring home a piece of the city that feels genuinely unique. On my last night, I decide to check out Phare, the Cambodian Circus. This isn't your typical circus, it's a mix of acrobatics, theater, and traditional Cambodian stories told with incredible energy and heart. I'm blown away by the performances, each act more captivating than the last. The circus was founded to help support at-risk youth, and every ticket sold goes towards supporting this mission. As the performers take their final bow, I feel a deep sense of gratitude for getting to witness something so unique and uplifting. But not everything in Siem Reap is picture perfect. As I stroll through a local market, I'm captivated by the vibrant colors, exotic smells, and the buzz of haggling shoppers. But beneath the surface, there's a harsher reality. Many of the items sold here are mass-produced, far from the handmade crafts they claim to be. I haggle my way through stalls, determined to find something authentic. Eventually, I stumble upon a vendor with handmade silk scarves, each piece uniquely dyed by hand. It's a small victory, but a satisfying one, knowing I've supported a true artisan amidst the sea of factory-made imitations. One last stop before calling it a day, the famed Cabal Speen, also known as the River of 1,000 Lingas. It's a hike through the jungle to reach a hidden riverbed carved with ancient Hindu symbols. As I navigate the uneven path, dodging tree roots and low-hanging branches, I can't help but laugh at how out of breath I am. At the end of the trail, the carvings are stunning, but the real reward is the sense of accomplishment after what felt like a mini obstacle course. And hey, I didn't trip, this time. As I wrap up my Siem Reap adventure, I'm blown away by how this city beautifully combines the ancient and the contemporary. Every temple, every street food stall, every interaction with the locals has been a vivid reminder of Cambodia's rich cultural tapestry. Whether you're exploring popular sites, seeking out hidden gems, or indulging in delicious Khmer cuisine, Siem Reap promises a rich and rewarding journey into Cambodia's past and present. So, whether you're here for the temples, the street food, or just to soak up the culture, Siem Reap is full of surprises. Some that will amaze you, others that might catch you off guard, but all of them worth experiencing. If this journey through Cambodia's wonders has sparked your sense of adventure, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and adventure aloud.